Hi friends, welcome once again to session number 5. Purpose, choice, happiness, relations. After dealing with all these 4 topics, today we are moving on to our 5th topic called forgiveness. Forgiveness sounds a little bit depressing topic, but it is not. Let us talk about it. When does forgiveness come into the play? Forgiveness, is it a cause or an effect? It is an effect of a cause that happened to us while dealing with someone. What was the cause? Cause was probably, as discussed in the relations topic, something, some disturbance, some kind of argument, some kind of a quarrel, as a consequence of which we get into some kind of a nervousness between us, myself and the person whom I am dealing with. Now, there are 2 things to deal with it. Number 1, just forget about what happened. That eventually happens over a period of time. But if I just forget, if the other person will also tend to forget about it, is that all enough? What happened to the damage that has caused? I have not yet healed that damage. What will I do about it? If I just forget, the other person might also just forget. Everything will be happy, everything will be okay. However, if someday that person comes in front of me and coincidentally, if I get the reminder of what happened from my mind, what will happen? I will start judging that person. Because we have just forgotten about the incident, I will start judging. At that phase of life, probably something will crop up in my mind and tell me, see, the other person, he had been worse with me that day, neither he had that audacity to ask for forgiveness, neither he has forgiven me. Why? Did I do that from my end? I need to check. So, there are so many people who say, what's a big deal in forgiving? You know, something happened between 2 of us, I just tell in my mind, okay, chal, I have forgiven him. Try to analyze. When this happened, what exactly happened? I and the other person were face to face, facing each other. And that kind of argument happened. But while I am doing the forgiveness, the wound was created on my knee, for example, but I am applying the healing on my mind, not on the knee. What will happen? Will that healing work? It won't. For example, if I have an argument with a person face to face, and if I forgive in my mind, whether that will work, what is stopping me from forgiving him? I understand that seeking forgiveness is a big task, but forgiving the person, but why to forgive a person? Why not just forget about it? If he seeks for forgiveness, I will forgive him. So while I want to forgive that person, I have an ego in between. While seeking forgiveness, I have a different type of ego, but that ego is still intact. However, when I want to talk to that person about it, what I will do maximum is I will write an SMS, okay, thinking that forgiveness from the mind will be like a one-way communication. So I will write an SMS saying, oh, I have forgiven you. Will that make sense? No. I'll pick up the phone and talk to him. Will that make sense? Yeah, a little bit. What will be the best making sense? It will be best making sense when I talk to him face to face with an eye to eye contact that hey, that day something's happened. I just want to say that as I am an incomplete person, I would like to just forget about it and forgive you for that, and on the other hand also seek forgiveness for the same, because I understand that when we clap we require 2 hands. So at that time I understand that there was my fault, but I also noticed that there was some fault from your side as well. So first step I want to do today is to forgive you, forget about the incident and seek forgiveness, and make sure that such kind of drift doesn't happen in future. And if it does, as we both are incomplete, we both might be in different phases of life. If it happens, I will take the approach and I will request you also to forgive me and forget about the incident. How easy is it? Sometimes the wound is so small But I keep on lingering, and it goes and it grows. It grows like anything, and then it is too late for either forgiving or seeking forgiveness. What do I actually want to achieve in life? Coming back to the happiness, traveling back to the part wherein we were defining the purpose of our life. Do I really want to live with the wounds? Do I really want to live with the damages? Or no? So the first part comes is forgiving people. Forgive everyone for those whom I thought that they were unjust to me, for those whom I thought that they didn't deal with me properly, they didn't behave with me properly. Secondly, forget about the incident, what happened after forgiving. And thirdly, please seek forgiveness. Seeking forgiveness is a very easy thing, because we need to deal with only that three-letter big word called ego. Yes, ego comes into play while seeking forgiveness. But you know what? I'll tell you one beautiful thing. If I have an argument with someone, as a result of which some kind of a disturbance has been created, and if I go and approach that person and say, hey, I'm so sorry, there was 50% mistake from my side, and I assume that 50% was from your side. So for that 50% from my side, I seek forgiveness with complete heart, and with the other 50%, whether you seek or no, I would like to give you forgiveness, because I don't want to have any kind of impurity in my mind, which when we meet next time will crop up again. So I definitely would like to seek forgiveness. And if you feel that no, you were not 50% wrong, you were only 10% wrong, then we can again talk about it and we can exchange forgiveness. How simple is it? And the beautiful part of it, as I told earlier, is when I go and approach that person automatically becomes so calm and he welcomes us, because the only thing, the wall of ego which is stopping from both of us to approach, what I have done is I've just broken that wall and nothing else. Once I break that wall, I can see that person looking into my eyes only. Probably if I just call him up and say, hey, you remember what happened the other day? The chances are bright that he may only come and confront, oh, I'm so sorry, I also wanted to approach you, but somehow the things. Yes, the approach is very important, and the approach is to forgive people, forget about it, and then seek forgiveness for all the things that might have caused harm to the other person. So today, let's forgive each other, every one of us, to every one of us, and live towards a better tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye.